Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some more Forza Horizon 5. In this video we did a lot of wet racing, and here we go. As you can see, I was off to an amazing start, where I left the shifter in 6th. I quickly figured it out but I did get pretty far behind, which I was able to catch up a bit. Some late braking, but it didn't work very well. Now today we're going to be in this beautiful Mustang. It's a Shelby 350, GT350, one of the words. I'm not a big Mustang guy, but I figured I'd drive them. They look pretty good. Everything. Now I did start basically at the back because of a mistake. Now, throughout this race, the first one, I was very ill-prepared for the rain. So I was just all over the track, and you see I almost passed him. But, not making a little mistake. Pretty sure I sent this one a little too hard. I'm going to the grass a bit. Yep, I did try to make a pass a little bit. I did make a pass a little bit. I did use a lot of grass though, and a little bit of contact, which I wasn't trying to do. No, it's the same thing here. Made a little contact, or broke a little too late, because I wasn't used to the rain at this point. Just going to the stretch. Now, it was a lot of battling and everything. And I was very bad at making passes in turn, mostly coming to a straight like this. So it would finally allow me to get past that guy. And then I was stupid enough to think that's a good spot to pass in. It's not. I don't suggest it. Especially when you're basically just going off track almost completely to do it. Yeah, that wasn't a good one. But yeah, like I said, I go off a lot with this, where the Mustang was just chewing up the grass. Even though in the straights is where I was doing the best overall. Through this turn, I'll be honest, I never got this turn right. And the few laps that this race was, I'd always go way too wide or think I could Superman it. I just kept pushing it too hard for the car. And for the rain, I just almost hit the barrier almost every time. Now usually this is like the part of the video where after the first lap I'd cut it up a bit. But the first 2 laps of this race were very intense, and you can see we're doing a battle right now, where I was constantly fighting someone, just trying to get back up, even if it involved the slightest bit of contact. As you see, we're passing this Audi now. And we hit the Challenger a little bit. 100% missed my braking point. And now I don't know what this other red Audi is doing. Honestly, sometimes I think these Forza AI are just a little bit too on your mistakes. Like if you're there, they'll still hit you because they don't expect you to just be there. It's weird. Well, of course, lap 2, you're now going after this Challenger, which does take us quite a bit. Especially when, as you can see, our rear end is going everywhere but straight. We're able to keep it kind of on the down. Attempt to get this Challenger in this turn. and stay mostly on it, but do a little bit of spinning action and instantly lose him. But don't worry, we're right up his butt again. Because what is it if it's not me doing my best to wreck into the guy in front of me? Getting real close to it, but still managing to keep it straight until we can finally just get enough speed to slowly start passing him and into another braking point. But this time we actually do get the move to kind of stick. I say kind of because that could have been bad with the way we were slipping and sliding right there. Now you can't hear it in this portion of the video, but God, I was distracted, and there was a lot of clutch slipping at the time. And there's just a few little crunches, but we're able to keep it pretty far down, being very cautious with it. Now what isn't it if it's Mustang on Mustang violence? Just keeping up with the Mustang in front of us is kind of a challenge when you're not used to the wet. I'll give it to it. These I do not like to calm down. But I'll be honest, I actually kind of enjoyed driving this Mustang. It wasn't like the Challengers where they're nice and hard to turn. It was very balanced. I like the Camaro and everything. And of course I did pick the Forza version just because it looked cooler, in my opinion. I like the wing and the wide body instead of just the normal Shelby like you can see in front of us. And these cinematics just in the rain just seem to go quite well as we almost spin out again chasing this Mustang. But in the straights, of course, our best spot to pick up speed and get past people. We finally make the move stick. And we actually do that turn properly. But now we get the fun chase of catching this BMW. Of course, trying to keep on track lanes and doing our best not to just break into oblivion. We finally do what we normally do, pass in the straights. God, if this car has anything good going for it, it's that straight line acceleration and speed. So it's definitely not my driving. Now, we're going to do some more Mustang on Mustang violence. Get nice and close to his fender, but keep it out of it, surprisingly. I hate to break it to you, I've got past the guy. And that's probably what causes this next issue. Is now I'm focused on passing the guy in front of me. Just because I want to get that. So I do it. I pass the Audi. But not for long do I start fighting more and more cars where I'm up this Mustang's butt. In sense. Context words, yeah. As you can see, it does not work. And it hit the tire barrier, went a little bit into the grass, and our car is done. Now, don't ask me where the audio went. I have no idea. The audio just seemed to cut out completely here. But we'll move into our next race. This one was actually a pretty simple one. This one was just the Top Gear track. A lot of right turns, to be quite honest. But it really helped me in the sense of, can we turn without instantly going off? Now, we got pretty lucky this round, and we actually started in third. I did lose a little bit, but I was able to catch up and keep my spot. some minor contact, which is a very popular thing. We get past the BMW relatively easily, even though the BMW doesn't like it and instantly shoves us on the back. Now this is what I'm talking about with me slipping and sliding, almost going off track almost every turn. Now this was relatively short, but the chase to get this Challenger was relatively bumpy. Because even though everyone calls them boats, they are fast in a straight line like they're meant to be doing. And while the Mustang cannot keep up, especially when the Mustang is in the grass having a nice dessert. But as you can see, we start to catch up right towards the end. And just like always, aim to the grass again. But we do keep it out, keep it in, and keep our relative distance to the Challenger at the same, so we're not losing place by not getting higher. And inevitably make the pass into the first turn because we're tired of being behind the Challenger. We like to eat our own grass and not the water from in front of us. But we keep it out of the grass, we can keep the spot, and we just start moving, and moving, and moving, and moving. As we slide a little bit. But, as you'll see, this is the whole race. 3 laps in, and we were in first. So I hope you enjoy this time lapse with me just going circles by myself. Somehow I was able to get away and stay away. Yeah, so it really shows that Forza uses the same graphics for each turn. And I am very good at going off. So mindset, we won. Yeah. So we move into our last race. Now, unfortunately this one wasn't in the wet. I was hoping for a third race in the wet, but I wasn't lucky enough. So, we are now in, I forget what track, but this one was actually a pretty fun one. Now, we started like midfield-ish, and I instantly started becoming overconfident. Just because we're back in the dry and I was getting used to the wet, surprisingly. Now, that wouldn't be for long as we passed most of the field and actually get into third, I think it is at this point. Well, we are getting nice and close to their Mercedes. Now, we're getting nice and close where I can just smell these exhaust fumes. But it doesn't really work out that well. As you see, I'll try to get past him here, but I broke too early and he went straight past me. Now I try again. And we do not get the spot. It's just something about those turns where I wasn't very good and very confident in, where I would just break way too early and lose whatever position I was getting through it. So as we round this corner, AMG's still in front of us, and the Camaro is actually getting really close, which I was not liking at the slightest. But that wouldn't stop me from getting nice and close to the AMG in front of us. And I don't know what it was about this turn, but the AI just kind of stopped. So I would just rear end them a bit. I was trying very clearly, but they would brake a lot harder than I was expecting. Yeah, I had to be a little creative and just do what we're good at, and getting past the straightaway. Now, well, actually past this guy in the turns, because I'm very good at hitting walls. Nah, you thought I was actually serious about getting past him. Nah, we went straight back, my guy. Now, no regard for the other drivers, just instantly just pull back on the track. And thankfully the guy that stopped and they were all able to stop fine. But now we lost a few places because of myself. And by a few, I mean we lost 1 place by myself. Which, if I had to say, I don't think that was that bad. I think it could have been much worse hitting that tire barrier. Now it's just means we have more fuel to catch back up. So that's exactly what we do. Go nice and close to that Camaro. At the end of each turn, the Camaro just likes to get away and make contact with us, because apparently even if we try our best, it doesn't work. So I felt bad for a Camaro. I don't try racing dirty like that. I don't want to race dirty like that. So whenever I do stuff like that, I want to stop, so I stop. And I let the Camaro catch back up and pass me. I didn't think he could stay in front of me, so of course, have to go instantly racing back up his butt again, because that ain't allowed. Definitely gotta be, definitely need that position back, bud. Now, this is when I started just experimenting with that turn, trying to clutch drop and everything. I don't think I got it out to work, but we finally got past the Camaro, so that's all that mattered. Is we were back where we started. Now, the next lap was pretty slow. We were very far behind from the AMG and had to do a little bit of catching up. So, that's exactly what we did. Parking tight, try to get as close as we could, and finally catch up back into that AMG. And you know what? It was worth it. Because this time we got the AMG, not even getting that position back. But now came the struggles of getting past this fake truck, which I forget the name of, like always, because why would I remember the name? But we don't do challenges, so just passing, because he was gonna stop here anyway. So we'll take it, get nice closer to the wall, and we'll chase after this. It's not an aerial, what is it? I don't know, it's a type of road race car thing. Chassis something. I don't know, I'm not good with car names. As you can tell, if it's not one of the major brands. I am bad at it. And as you can hear, also really good at destroying the clutch. And as you can see, we did switch back into person. I forgot to mention that. Halfway through I lost the footage for the not first person view of this. So we get first person. Which honestly I don't mind. I do like some first person racing. I think it's nice to have some cinematics, but stuff like this when you're passing, you kind of want to see that you're just passing the guy and see what it's like inside the vehicle. And as you can see, we get nice and close and nice and personal with that wall, because that wall is our friend. And well, we're in first. We got that last guy that was in our way. Now we're just going to drive off into the distance. Now, I'll be honest, the rest of the race wasn't something fun. It was just kind of in first. Now, I did skip ahead a bit. This is our final lap of the race, and as always, I'll leave it here. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot. Comment. Do whatever you gotta do. Share the video if you would like to. And I hope you enjoy our final lap. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.